All right, here's part 2 of our adventures in California. This is the Yosemite National Park part. Hi guys, we made it to Yosemite National Park. It's my 24th national park, and I have to put this sticker on my very fancy water bottle. Right there. This behind me is Half Dome. It's very large and you can even hike to the top of it. But you have to have a permit. Thanks guys, follow along for more adventures in Yosemite National Park.
That was no daddy's dream, was not your mama's prayer, but I was your first and your last ticket out of there. I caught your wings on fire when I smoked my Bronco tires out of that town. I'm good at rolling dice, no good at standing still.
After views of Half Dome and everything at Glacier Point, it was time for our first hike on the Panorama Trail, which is right by Glacier Point. So, yeah, it was fun. This is kind of pretty. Look at these tall trees. I like the smell of these flowers, these bushes.
That's great because they're everywhere.
I know.
Which is better to smell these flowers or to smell the pine trees?
Neither.
You just don't like the smell of nature.
Not really. Whoa, this looks like it gets a little steep. How far are we going? A ways?
Yeah.
How far is a ways?
Like a 1.5 miles.
That's to the end, and then we gotta hike all the way back up there?
That's what we came here for. What else are we gonna
go on that mist trail.
No, we're doing that a different day because that's in the valley. So we're in the valley.
What are we doing tomorrow then?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we could go to the valley tomorrow, or we could go up to Head tomorrow.
Oh. A good thing Grandma didn't come on this.
I have a feeling any hike from this point is going to be downhill and uphill.
Yep.
There seems to be a lot of that around here.
Well, yeah, that's why I think the only trail she's going to be going on is that metal one she wanted to do. Maybe they can drop us off at Taft Point and then they can go do that meadow hike.
Do you know how long that Taft Point one was from the trailhead?
It says 2.2. Well, like online
Yeah.
or like in books it says 2.2, but that might be round trip. It might not be that far from there. That might just be round trip, I would think. Because if it's only 4 miles from here one way, 2.2 one way, that seems a lot far. Like, I think it's round trip. Our next hike was to Taft Point, which I thought the view from there was phenomenal. And it was an easy hike.
Right outside of this one church town, there's a gold dirt road to a whole lot of nothing. Got a deed to the land, but it ain't my ground. This is God's country. We pray for rain and thank Him when it's falling, 'cause it brings a grain and a little bit of money. We put it back in the...
The next day, we went to Yosemite Valley, and the first hike we did was this lower Yosemite Falls hike. Pretty easy hike. It's all paved, very accessible. And then the second picture is the upper Yosemite Falls, which you can hike to, but it's a very, very strenuous hike. So we did not do that at all.
Getting lost on some old back road, find a shade tree and a honey hole, and talk to my grandpa again. And I see God in everything, trees in pain and nights in the spring. So why do I still long for a home? I like to lay in a field on a cozy blanket and feel the fear of never waking, to know the true warmth of the sun. Getting lost on some old back road, find a shade tree and a honey hole, and talk to my grandpa again. And I see God in everything, trees in pain and nights in the spring. So why do I still long for a home? I like to lay in a field on a cozy blanket and feel the fear of never waking, to know the true warmth of the sun.
This next hike was my favorite hike of the whole entire trip. This is the Mist Trail, and as its name, you do get wet on this trail. So be prepared to pack a raincoat and shoes to get wet and have a blast on this hike. Here's the bottom of Vernal Falls when we were going across the footbridge on the trail, which is about a mile up the trail. Here's just some views of the river while we were going up the trail. Here's a photo of the steep and treacherous steps up to the top of Vernal Falls. Here is a beautiful photo and view of Vernal Falls when we were going up the trail. And let me tell you, it was spectacular. As you can tell from this picture, we are absolutely drenched because the waterfall was giving off so much mist and so much power that everybody that didn't have a rain jacket or raincoat or something was soaked after this hike. Hi guys! July 10th, 2023, and we made it to the top of Vernal Falls. Right there! Anybody want to go for a swim? No, please don't. It's dangerous. Everybody needs good water. But it's once in a lifetime hike, and I think you should do it if you're able to. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Around here fast is how the grass grows. Lost is what you find on a back road. Proofs in the whiskey, reds in the dirt. Hard work stops at the fence road. We stand for the flag, and if you don't like it, we don't care. 'Cause we do things a little different round here. Raven's 18 wearing army green. Truth is in the words in red we read.
The next day, we slept in because we were all so tired from waking up early the last few days. And we decided to go to the Mariposa Grove of Giant Sequoias, which was really fun, even though the hike was a little strenuous up to the Giant Grizzly. But it wasn't too far of a hike, so it was nice. Then, the second to last day of our trip, we went up to Hetch Hetchy, which is this humongous reservoir that supplies drinking water to San Francisco, actually. And this was kind of cool to see. It kind of reminds me of the Hoover Dam when I went there, but it was still nice to see. But it is a long drive up there. It's like 2.5 hours from where we were staying in Bass Lake. So, yeah. And I almost forgot, we saw El Capitan when we were there too, which is actually what Alex, the guy in Free Solo, went up when he free soloed, which, oh my gosh, when you're in front of this thing and you cannot believe that he did that with no rope. We actually also did see climbers when we were there. So if you're there, you may see some, but they are very, very tiny black dots and hard to see. We could barely see them with our binoculars. So, yeah. And then, of course, all good trips have to come to an end. So, back to Minnesota we came, but it was fun and great, and I encourage you guys to go to Yosemite National Park someday if you ever get the chance.